Unprotected chair shots, broken fingers, and down arrows. It is AEW Blood and Guts. And what's the colour of blood? Red. But it's not quite a down arrow that's red. It's yellow, like an alcoholic that drinks a little bit too much. Anyway, I talk too much. Let's go. 24th of July.
Fog Wrestling back, and yes, it's a down arrow because technically the AEW Dynamite rating this week did go down. However, it's a small decrease, so not a lot in it. But Tony Khan literally having his wrestlers spill blood and guts, and he still can't get above the 800k territory. 15 weeks now and counting since AEW Dynamite got over 800,000 since the CM Punk Jack Perry incident. It's just not a good look. We've seen back-to-back Dynamites now where they've basically went all out last week. They gave you the free title matches, the 1 hour Iron Man match. Well, it wasn't even an Iron Man match, but it felt like an Iron Man match. This week you get Blood and Guts, their big double steel cage main event match, and
War Games.
Yeah, War Games, and they still can't get over that 800k. And if Dynamite's putting on these big shows and they're still not getting over the 800, then, I mean, really, will they reach 800 again? It's beginning to look unlikely because I don't think Tony Khan could have done much more. The past 2 weeks, he's went completely all out, and it's not been enough.
He's went all out when they normally go all in, but yeah, here, kudos. I think they actually give you some decent stuff on Dynamite. I don't like 99% of the guys that are involved, but here, this is a match that belongs on a pay-per-view, an AEW pay-per-view. WWE try and post DIY against A-Town Down Under is like a Mania main event on SmackDown. This could main event any AEW pay-per-view and you couldn't complain. Same with MJF and Will Ospreay for last week in an hour match. As much as we don't like it, that's the reality. WWE just doesn't do that.
Yeah.
We thought when Roman Reigns, right, would lose the belt, that's what... Even Damian Priest doesn't do fucking world title matches on Raw.
Yeah, or Cody Rhodes. Like, back in the day, he used to get world title matches all the time.
No, but Cody Rhodes, I'm going to defeat the Bloodline and it's going to be a fighting championship.
Sure, even Seth Rollins, when he won that belt, said he was going to be a fighting champion.
Yeah, he had like one match against fucking Jey Uso on Raw and his arse collapsed. Anyway, let's see how the ratings collapsed.
Yeah, let's look at it then. So this week, Dynamite did 786,000 in the viewership, which is down 1% from last week's 795,000. So down 9,000 in total from last week. But if you compare it to the last 4 weeks, then it is up 10%. Last 4 weeks is coming in at 714. So, yeah, look, there's no doubt about it. The last 2 weeks have been good for AEW in the ratings department. Not necessarily good as in the numbers are great, but good as in they're a lot better than what they were currently doing. But still, you feel like AEW's had to go all out. They've literally had to, give you all that they can in order to achieve these ratings. And what's going to happen to the next Dynamite show that isn't stacked, that doesn't have multiple world titles, that doesn't have a huge main event in place? Are we going to see it dip back down into like the low 600s or possibly even the 500s? Perhaps it could happen.
It could happen. It could very easily happen. And you can't put this sort of show on every week. Well, you can, but then it loses its appeal. And it just feels like he's going all out every week. But Tony Khan did say, it's the summer. It's the summer of love. That's when they show the love. That's when the ratings come in. Well, is it going to go downhill once we hit September?
Possibly. Now, the key demo, down 4% this week. Did a 0.27 this week. Did a 0.27 last week. Did a 0.26 this week. Not a lot in it. I mean, 0.01. Small numbers right there. But let's look at the views then. Let's see what's bringing in the clips on YouTube. So in first place, we have Blood and Guts. Team AEW takes on Team Elite in AEW's most violent match. 475,000 views. Thoughts on that?
No surprise. I mean, for AEW, it's a very good number because normally their clips don't draw shit compared to WWE, but 500,000 pretty much within 24 hours, under 24 hours. But again, as I said, you're literally getting like a pay-per-view match here. It was a long-ass clip as well. A lot of moments in there that I would say warrant you tuning in, like unprotected chair shot, someone chained up, very Tommy Dreamer, Raven-esque of ECW, gasoline being poured on people. The Okada spot where he just hid in the corner waiting for his wee staple spot was embarrassing, but coffin drop off the top of the cage, you can see why this did big. As I say, this is people tuning in because all their main eventers pretty much fired into one match. So I'm not surprised by this in the slightest.
Yeah, Dynamite going all out. Second place, MJF is your new American champion, 291,000. He has changed the international belt to the American belt, or was this the TNT, or was it not even the TNT? It wasn't even the TNT.
Is it international?
So what's the one that Okada's got then?
I don't know. Continental.
Jesus Christ. Anyway,
it looks more like a Texas belt. This.
Whatever belt MJF had, he changed it to the American Championship, and I mean it's weird now how changing a belt to an American belt is a heel move.
Yeah.
That kind of shows you where
politics are.
Yeah, where people love their country and wrestling, not so...
Oh, yeah. No, this needs to be Japanese belt.
If this was done 30, 40 years ago...
He's a face.
The crowd would be going mental.
The bald eagle going ballistic, stars and bangers, all that shit.
I mean, even 20 years...
That's all I care about now, actually, stars and bangers.
I mean, even 20 years ago, look at when they had the Canadians or Muhammad Hassan running down America. You've got Jim Ross and King on commentary, defending America to the grave.
It's okay to invade every country this side of the hemisphere, brother.
Yeah, and now you've got MJF with the new American belt, and he's getting booed. It's whatever. Third place, Meet the Glamour, Mariah May, AEW's women's champion. Toni Storm wants revenge. 138,000 views. I mean, that's what it is. Pretty big drop off here for the first two.
That is a massive drop off from the first two, but again, it's the best women's thing going in wrestling, I think.
Yeah, fourth place, 127,000. The Learning Tree, Chris Jericho versus Minoru Suzuki.
It's better than what he did in Collision.
In an FT title match, FTW.
Jericho broke his finger.
127k. Fifth place, two former AEW Women Champions go one-on-one. Britt Baker versus Hikaru Shida. 113,000 views. Sixth place, extended cut. Jeff Jarrett offers Bryan Danielson some advice. 73,000 views. Seventh place, Pac is ready for his AEW International Championship match. 61,000 views. Nobody cares about Pac. And then in last place, we get an exclusive backstage. Yes, I get it. These tend not to do well, but I mean, holy crap. Post AEW Dynamite awards from TBS champion Mercedes Moné, Camille, and the Acclaimed. So much for Mercedes Moné being a big deal, bringing in 6.8k. I mean, we have videos higher than that, and legit.
Yeah, I mean, every video here, apart from the top video, we've got a claim for that. But let's take the fact this is an exclusive, right? The Camille person just debuted. It's Mercedes Moné, right? Forget about the Acclaimed. I remember not too long ago CM Punk did an exclusive and it had over 1 million views. If you're a draw, you can draw in people on an exclusive.
Yeah, if Dwayne Johnson does an exclusive, then
people are going to tune in.
It is what it is.
No, 6,000 is fucking embarrassing.
It is. Also, I seen in this, the announcer addressed the fact that it was Camille, and then like 5 seconds later, they asked Mercedes, "Who is this?" Well, you just said who it is.
That's awful, isn't it?
Who is it, and why are they here?
Who's that, Shivani?
Nah, I don't know who it was. Some woman.
David Punzer.
Anyway, guys, that's it. We will catch you in the next one. AEW, they're getting close to 800k, but they're pretty much having to fucking sacrifice everything. They're having to give you everything. I mean, at this point, they're not really saving much for their pay-per-views. They're trying to give you pay-per-view quality matches on Dynamite in the hope that they can pop a little rating. And I think it'd be worth it if it could get them back over the 1 million, but it's not even getting them back over 800k.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. Say they pop it, because it gets 801k, but then next week it's down to like 723, then what does it fucking change? You need consistency.
Yeah, it's would McMahon have gave away Austin Rock on free TV just to try and get like 200,000 extra viewers that week.
No.
And that's his Mania match in the toilet.
I know for a fact they would have done more than that, but...
Hell yeah.
hell yeah, guys. Anyway, till next time. Peace.